Hey poultry farmers, welcome to my channel dedicated to everything related to broiler poultry farming. So guys, we know as poultry farmers that growth of our broiler chicken, like real fast growth, rapid growth, but according to the pace. You know, as broiler poultry farmers, we are always happy and we feel comfortable with our chickens, especially when they are growing very fast and very healthy. But the fact that you need to consider is that chickens don't just grow healthy without you providing something extra ordinary. So for these chickens, you cannot just be feeding them, then you expect them to just grow nicely, fast, and healthy. You have to do something. And this is when we come up with these organic remedies. Some of you might not have them within your means, but if you have them within your means, that is absolutely good for you. So for me, I have this that I'm going to represent to you today. This is a papaya. Some of us we call it purple leaf. Some say papaya. But whatever it is, somebody, if you just look at it, you look at the flowering the way it is, you're able to tell what this is if you just look at it. But this is purple leaf. For me, we say purple leaf. Others say papaya. But the fact is that this same leaf that you are seeing here, we are going to give to these chickens. But you know, these chickens, if I give it to them raw like this, they will not eat it. So, but if they eat it, maybe they'll find it bitter. They won't even understand the benefits that they are getting from this. Because for them, it's eating, growing. But as we know, like we need them healthy, also growing fast. And this provides you the healthy being of these chickens. And do you know why this will provide the healthy being of our chickens? It's because this has got properties. I can say this also, let me just paraphrase a little bit just to get to the points where every broiler poultry farmer wants. This is a natural growth promoter. But what do I mean and how does it become a natural growth promoter? Because this leaf that you are seeing contains an enzyme called papain, an enzyme that helps our chickens to digest proteins and absorb all the nutrients they need. So the enzyme that is papain helps these chickens to absorb. As you know, an enzyme is a catalyst that speeds up the reaction. So these will be able to absorb nicely the nutrients from the feed we are giving them. You will find like if you're feeding your chickens, their droppings, sometimes they look like they still have feed, which means the absorption was not really complete. So this, when you give your chickens, the enzyme which is there will help them absorb all the nutrients. And you know what that means? If they absorb that nutrients, like they absorb all the nutrients that they need from the feed, that simply means growth will be rapid. They will grow very fast. This is where now it becomes a growth promoter. As for broiler and poultry farmers, this is what we need. But for those who are doing layers and those who are doing local chickens, this is a dewormer. This also improves egg production. But not only growth promoting and also having an enzyme, it also has vitamin A, C, and E. You know, vitamins are vital and very important to these chickens. Okay, very important because those will provide an overall healthy of these beings. This also has antioxidant properties that will increase the healthy being of these chickens. This you have to know. And the other thing that you have to know about papaya is that it is just as cheap as you just leaping it off from the tree. So there are other benefits that I might not mention, but later on, of course, because we will continue producing videos, we'll be able to do this. So today we are going to prepare this and give to these broiler chickens. And we are going to give them for 3 days. So I have enough. I have enough for them to eat up, to drink up for 3 days. But one thing you should know, you don't just have to, don't overdose. Just give them according. Let it not be bitter because they might get away from it. But before we start preparing this, I want you to look at how these chickens are looking and how they are doing, because today they are making 16 days. Yeah, they are 16 days old. Of course, we weighed them when they were 14 days. Now they are 16 days old, and I would love you to see them. They are now growing chickens. I'll show you, but let's first prepare this. Of course, I have my blender. Of course, my blender is a manual blender. So what we do is, what you have to do is you need to clean these with clean water. As you see mine, they are very clean. You look at them. I wish you can come a little bit closer, but if you look at them, they are very clean. They are not dusty. So wherever you are getting them, make sure you clean them and just blend them. If you have an automatic blender, an electric blender, there's this yellowish stuff, you can remove them because the list still has the nutrients, but the other parts that are not really that good, you remove them. So you get this, put in. Of course, preparing is not very hard. It is very easy actually. Anyone can prepare this. I have a lot, so I'm thinking the other ones, I'll leave them to prepare them like maybe another day. So I'll leave these. Let's prepare these, then we give them to our chickens, because I know these plus the tank that I have, they will last me for the rest of maybe the day until tomorrow. Then I can make 1.5 day. So now the blending happens. You just blend like this, since this is a manual. But for those who are going to use an electric blender, of course you have to use first a knife and cut them into smaller pieces. That way it's going to be easy for you to blend. But if, for me, even bigger pieces, I can just blend because this is a manual. You just do this. Some they blend using their hands, but for me, I prefer doing it this way. Some they blend just in water, you blend, but for me, I prefer doing it this way, whereby I just make it like it gets crushed. So guys, this is the way I'm preparing it. I've given you the benefits that are there. Of course, also gut healthy. This is good for the gut. And if the gut is very healthy, that means nutrition absorption is very, very, very good. And if nutrition absorption is good, that means your chickens will grow very fast. So guys, let me just prepare this. Then I'll mix it in water. Then I'll put it in the tank. Let me just do this real quick and real fast. Then I'll show you the other part of how you prepare it. So yeah guys, if you see, this is completely ready. If you look at this has completely been done, you see. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mix it in water. I already have water with me. Let me just get it a little bit closer. Yeah, so now we're going to put it in this water. This water is enough for my chickens to drink. So you just mix it thoroughly like this. So this is very much okay. And one thing you should know is this is also good for, of course, if I didn't mention about deworming, this is good for deworming for layers and also local chickens and also other animals. And if in case you don't know, this purple leaf is also good for humans. Not only us, not only for for animals, but also for humans. This is how other poultry farmers do. They do like this. This is how they blend to make sure it is done. So let me show you. Let me see. You see the way the water looks? It doesn't have to be too concentrated. That's why I've left the other parts so that I can use it later on another day. So this is absolutely okay. I just want to blend like the way other poultry farmers do blend, like this, to blend like this, to blend like this, to blend like this. I think it works. according to the way I'm seeing it. So let's do my. So I think I'm going to add some more water because I feel like it can be highly concentrated. Yeah. So you see, this is how it is done. If these chicks were able to eat this, like the way my local, if you saw my local chickens, and then I had to stop making it through water because they started getting used into just eating it as raw, which is absolutely good. But for broilers, for them to eat this as raw, it's not easy for you to get them to eat this as raw. So this is why I'm just doing it in a water form like this. You just do it this way. So we are going to sieve. We're going to sieve this. Then we give it to the chickens. So as you see, this is done. Of course, my sieve, like last time you saw my sieve, which I usually use. Yeah. If these chickens had maybe even diarrhea or maybe coccidiosis, which might not be happening like with this type of poultry farming where you do cages, doesn't happen. So I'm going to do 3 days of this because I told you I always do my organic remedies when I'm done with the vaccines. So I'm going to do 3 days of this. If they were going to have diarrhea or anything, or if their stomach had a problem, this will clean it up. Will clean this. So let me just finish up. I sieve, then I give to these chickens and let them enjoy it for the past 2 days. Of course, it's not too highly concentrated, which exactly I needed. Then the rest I'll prepare it tomorrow just to finish up the other days, which will make up to 3 days. So guys, we know us poultry farmers, broiler poultry farmers, we need to have big chickens. Like I said, big chickens don't happen without you putting an effort. This is an effort you need to use. You put an effort to look for organic remedies which will not cost you a lot of money. You can plant this, have it at your home. Every time you can use it. It's a magical plant. If you've never heard of a magical plant, this is one of them. Give it to your chickens, you see how fast they will grow. So when I do it now, 3 days, then I'll go to ginger and garlic. I'll give 3 days, then I'll go to cloves. Then after cloves, we'll come back to this on their week 4 and week 4, week 5, we'll come back to this and give these chickens again. So guys, let me just sieve this. I think I've talked too much, but the reason why I'm talking too much because I'm emphasizing like every poultry farmer should have at least pawpaw given to their broiler chickens. I can tell you the way these chickens are growing, they're growing very good because I've been into poultry farming. I know which are the best breeds. So when picking up the breeds, I know which ones are the best. This is why you are seeing these chickens. They are just growing very fast. Plus me adding this, the fact is that if you give them this, then they absorb all the nutrients, which means you won't use a lot of bags of feed because all of us we want to reduce the cost of production. So the reason why this is also important is because it will reduce the cost of production. So guys, let me sieve this. So of course, you guys, you know the way I do my sieving. I usually use a sack because I find it to be very much effective, and especially that I'm using nipple drinkers. This is I'm supposed to have very clean and clear water. I don't have to have particles within this water because papaya has got particles. It's not just water. This is so there will be particles, but for me to avoid particles, I need to use this because this will make sure that I don't have any particles in this water. That's why you are seeing me using this sack because I told you even last time when I was keeping the local chickens, this is one of the effective ways that I found better than using, of course, the modern sieve. I can say modern sieve because it is modern, of course. This one, maybe I can say it's an old way of doing things, which is a little bit slow, but very effective, very effective, especially for me that I'm doing the nipple drinkers. Of course, I have just a little amount of water in my tank. So guys, I'm going to finish sieving, then I'll put in my tank. So let me just clarify to you guys one thing. So when it comes to doing organic stuff, it doesn't mean that you need to do away with the cleanness of the poultry, biosecurity. All those needs to be in place. That's one thing you should know. You don't negligate those things and say, oh, since I'm doing this, my chickens are okay. No, biosecurity and this go hand in hand. There is no shortcut to this. They go hand in hand. It's not a shortcut for you not to give your chickens good quality feed, not getting the right supply. No, it's not a shortcut to that. What you have to know is that this will just help you reduce on the cost because the chickens will be able to absorb all the nutrients for them to grow fast from the feed. You know, sometimes you find your chickens are just eating, but the nutrition absorption is not really excellent. So you help your chickens by adding enzymes. Also, there's one other growth promoter that I will show you guys. It's a very nice growth promoter, and this one I'm telling you will like it. So guys, let me just prepare this, then serve it to my chickens, and then I'll show you the result. So guys, I'm done with the sieving. Let me just show you the way the water looks. So this is it. This is our final result. You see here, this is our final result. So now I'm going to put this inside the tank, which is this one. So I need to remove the lid, then just pour in the the organic medicine we've made, which will help us. So we put it in, then just allow the chickens to drink. But it won't be easy, so just picked up my drinkers and use it to just put in. Makes at least it becomes easy to just put in using this drinker than the whole bucket, because bucket is not easy because heavy plus the space which is there, it cannot fit in like nicely. So it's easy to put in this way. So guys, I've put in the water, which they will drink of course for 3 days, and at least you'll see the results from there. So just make sure it's thoroughly mixed and then allow the chickens to drink. So guys, that's it, and these are the chickens, and hopefully we'll see the results. So that's it for today's video, guys. I'm sure you've seen how to prepare it. That's how you prepare it. Very easy and simple, but it is very, very good for your broiler chickens. For those who have used it, they know and they've got the experience. This is good for broiler chickens. I can guarantee you, for their healthy being. Bye bye, guys.